Welcome back to the channel. My name is NutRace and we're playing more PLO. And looks like we're playing PLO on Run It Once exclusively today. Phil Galfan's poker side, of course, that has recently seen the release of the latest patch. And yeah, without further ado, let's... New patch has been working out amazingly well for us. It does what you would expect the poker side to do, i.e. not crash anymore. Not trying to be sarcastic, it is in beta. You know, we've had a bunch of crashes on stream before the patch, but none since then. At least none that weren't server related, so things are looking up. Also, they're having a huge promotion next week, which is a proper bummer because it's exactly in that time frame, like from start to finish, where I'm not planning on playing basically any poker. Like from next Wednesday to next Sunday, I'll be gone anyway. I'll be fishing. Looking very much forward to that, but man, what a bummer. And you know, the following days, like from Sunday to Wednesday, I still think I won't play a hand of poker, maybe some, but I doubt it. I want to like, relax, play some computer games, which I haven't done since February at all. Just fine, I mean, I had plenty of time to play computer games in the past. Not complaining at all, I'm just saying the timing is a bummer. Proper bummer, but oh well, we'll make do. And it'll be good for the site. I mean, I expect a lot of people are gonna come back. A lot of people are gonna sign up for Run It Once during that time. And enjoy the huge promotions. And so they should. And speaking of which, today finally saw the official announcement of the patch release, which they have not done in the last week. I think the patch came out last Wednesday, something like that. But it took a week to evaluate, see if it's working alright, and send around some surveys, stuff like that. I've been helping them, not in any major capacity. I'm just bug reporting, trying some things for them, and some minor bugs. And yeah, I'm happy that they now announced it, and it's working out for us, because with the announcement today, like within an hour of the announcement, we struggled to table start all day, and that's all of a sudden we had like 6 PLO 20 tables going. Right now there are 20 entries at PLO 20, there's 23 at PLO 50, there's 6 at PLO 200. You also looking on no limit side of things, there's not really anything to write home about right now. Now we have a double gutter and a backdoor flat. Large part here. We'll let it go. Probably better spots. And results-wise, the day has started, or the first session has ended well. At least started well. I think we were down for most of the session. In the end, we pulled ahead and are currently up buy-ins in total for the day. Like a little more than 2 now. Almost 3 actually, like $5, something like that. Stuff. Also some very juicy tables this afternoon. On run at once. Brett, I'm just checking out some tables on micro to see if there's like a must sit down table. This one, the guy is amazing to play against, but he's a board stack. Nah, not really. Stick with run at once and maybe we see the golden background again. We saw it twice yesterday. The golden background is part of the patch, part of the new things. And you get to see it whenever there is a huge splash happening on tables. Cannot possibly miss it. We saw it twice yesterday. Once for 400 BB, the second time for a 800 BB pot. Quote unquote, unfortunately, a PLO 10. But we took down the first one for an 80 euro pot and all the better for it. Second one we lost, we put like $15 in, didn't get any out. So that's a decent amount of rake back that day. Not really getting any playable hands just yet. Seated at the other tables, I guess people are, maybe the tables are great, people aren't giving up seats so far. Wait, really? This is still top? That is. That's fine. Of the hands I valued it before, sensed that I wasn't never quite sure if I should even playing it. But it turns out that double suited King Jack 9 on the button is a raise, and it's a raise all at that. Yeah, I'm gonna 4 as blockers. Second nut flush draw, gutter to the nuts, and backdoor flush draw. Don't hate if we get raised. All. Can knock down right away. Second table. Terribly exciting. So no reason to see bet here. A much more exciting card if it wasn't of diamond. One other piece of good news, besides the new patch being out, is definitely that I went over my bankroll. It always takes a 1 or 2 minutes, because it's, you know, spread around on a few sites, free online wallets, all that stuff. And yeah, long story short, we are much closer to, especially now with the streamer reg back that came in today, much closer to PLO 50 once more than I initially thought. Not that far away at all. We have more, a larger bankroll than we had when we took the shot. I don't know about the we there. It's just slipped in, man. Streaming and okay, we this, we do that. Feel free to judge me for it. I certainly would in your shoes. But anyway, that being besides the point. Yeah, I mean, let's have another couple of good weeks. And, or possibly just days. And after I come back from the fishing trip and back from the streaming break, 1.5 weeks. 2 weeks, actually. Wow. Maybe start PLO 50, and if not, then it won't be far off. You know, here's hoping no nasty downswing happens. I think the worst one we had so far was like in the mid 30 buy-ins. That total. Of course, the second worst we had naturally on PLO 50. The time we got. Oh, I almost bet really small there too. I don't mind if I do. What's the action here? I'm in the big blind. Okay, so he was the pre-flop raiser. It's quite a nice flop for various reasons because... Wait, what's going on here? Okay. Because we have the 8 blocking straight draws. We have a heart blocking, you know, hearts. So I don't mind coming right away here. Maybe we're gonna go for the lead. Are we leading? Did I raise? I couldn't tell you the pre-flop action here. Shame. And also much to my shame, I'm gonna leave this table because a great heads-up player. I hope I click the right button. Leave our tables to do that. Man, I don't know what it is. I'm online, the pool drops. Not saying there's a connection. Kind of flattering to think there is. No, but there isn't. Let's see, maybe we can get back to 4 tables. If not, we'll add some microgaming tables. No big deal. That's from Poker for Microgaming. They look pretty sexy. See you later. Make him look a little sexier first. Yeah, 3rd table open, so we're now sitting on 3 tables once more. In a splash pot, we get dealt a so-so hand. Now we're not folding if the back comes over the top. If he folds, we shall be overjoyed. So we rake back here. Be too much point in raising. Gutter. Steal it, the extra money in there definitely makes it worth our while to try. Cool. Well, that's a pity. Part of this then. Guys to it. Watch what happens. Okay. Down. Interesting. Guy has a holding the button. Gonna take a note of that. Here we're gonna come up. Gonna fold against a base. Well, I will. Let's check out the matrix. And I will fold no matter what the matrix says now. It's a fine one to see bet on. Especially with the ace of clubs. Actually, we've got the price down. So we have jacks. Right, so with the ace queen not suited to the ace, it is a raise fold. Interesting enough, the jacks with the ace queen or ace 10 perfectly single suited, so suited to the ace and only two parts of the same suit. Would be a raise. All the other ones, like the ace king, jack, perfectly be a raise fold. All the other aces as well. Because of the queen jack and 10 jack combo. Ace queen, jack or ace 10 jack hand. Raises. And also be like sort of a balancing thing in the solver's approach. Well, excuse me for not flopping anything. I'll retreat then, good. Suit double paired, huh? A little bit adventurous. We're off to a good start. Slowly chipping up on 2 tables. Session on runner once. Right. So yeah, check out the Discord of Run It Once or follow them on Twitter if you want to know more about the huge promotion they're having from next Wednesday to the Wednesday the week after. It is amazing. You know, the fishing vacation I'll be doing during that time is the highlight of my year, but a sizable part of me wishes it would be a slightly different date. That is one juicy promotion. They have like 2 super splash days on all stakes. They have 2 101% rakebacks, so you actually get paid like 1%, but still, technically and in a literal sense as well, you get paid to play on Run It Once for 2 days as well. And for 2 more days, they have a super sprint promotion with like I think I saw like what, like 1100 or something in the prize pool. Sizable. Also sizable is having aces here. Just a single open from the cutoff. 7 deuce part is not so nice, but we are suited to the ace, and also in the small blind there's no question whether should this be flatted. Big blind, you can make an argument for it, sure. On the button. Right, check out the promotion. Right, that's that. That's exactly as I described. And on the 7th day, they have the rake return day. I'm not sure how much that is different from the 101% rake back day. Maybe the 101% is in the form of splashes, although that would be splash, or better than a splash, but get that paid directly to your account, the 101%. We'll see. They'll let us know. Yeah, but as I said, that's sad about the timing there. Besides all that, my webcam broke today, so it was a bad news, good news situation. Bad news is it broke. I was going to upgrade to a proper webcam at some point anyway. And the good news, also connected to bad news once more, was that the local shop in my small town actually had this model. The good news, the second bad news is that I paid a little bit more than I would have on Amazon there. Well. Fine. Here we don't. We flop Bupkis is the technical term. Here we don't. Do not. We do turn an ace. Point in putting more money in. The flush is possible. The other thing is great. But only one betting here. Deep stacked, I would breaks. Been raised, huh? One straight possible. Are you seriously telling me? I don't need a straight, you could be raising your jacks, so less likely. Of course, now I wish I hadn't bet. I honestly can't make up my mind. Flip a coin for it. With the ace of spades, let's call here. Right. Oh, well, that's actually the full house as well. Like, I ended up thinking there's still enough money left that I can bluff if the spade rolls off. I can bluff the nut flush blocker. Having filled up. I guess he doesn't have jack 9 or jacks. Threes. He's in a tank. Oh, the wheel turns. Kind of funny though, how the rolls are now reversed. Down. Yeah, so the pure set there, I don't think I would have called that. That's the blocker and the like tentative plan of bluffing spades. The SPR was still high enough for that to work against a thinking player. Because what did we call with there that we then, you know, lead on the river? And we could have led, which was the other advantage. We were out of position there, so we were first to act. Much less of a good plan if you last to act, because if the other guy jams, you know, jams a low flush draw or whatever, then the flush, the bombed. Can't salvage the situation anymore. Non-pairing river, of course. Yeah, dicey spot. I'm not gonna claim that that call is super amazing on the turn. Let's be results oriented and say it worked out. To gain some equity. Don't erase just yet. We did have the gutter, which, you know, is probably not worth a lot on average, but the straight draw as well. Yeah, however, let's check to the razor. Ooh, wow. I do. What's up? Think here for a moment. Snap call on the spot. Quad against quads would be... What I saw. Yeah, tough to win a big one there. Big blind, I'm gonna c-bet here. Big bluff. Fire one shot and then let it go. Which, you know what? I'm not liking anymore without a diamond. Maybe it's easy to over c-bet here in these spots. I mean, against a small blind I wouldn't have in the first place, but even against a big blind who can show up with a larger number of hands, maybe I should limit myself to spots where I have at least one diamond, making it a little less likely that he calls with a diamond draw. I like that approach. Couple of spots. We have this one. We have this one where we got 3-bet, not folding at double suited king 10-9 here. Up here I came over the top, and this one I need to let go. Here, turn the nuts. Not it. No, that goes. Here we get called. Let's hope he doesn't have the ace high. Okay. Nice. That was a nice double up there. He has the same hand. He is free rolling us in the sense that he could make a full house, which he doesn't. Didn't have a spade. Here we have aces pre. A single raise odd, I believe, yeah. I don't quite get that call here. No, this will take. You know, but even with the added money, is not enough. Here. One off. Back door. I mean, 7 blockers. It's not like he has a lot of money left otherwise. Okay, he has 2 pair. Come on, we need a 4 or a 10 or a queen. Here we're gonna let it go. Yeah, I shouldn't have been in his hand on table 3. It's not a make the flash bigger, sure. That was just that was not the thing to do there. In any case, we're chipping up quite nicely. So we could have saved some chips here and there. Not a hand I call with a lot, or I want to play a lot. Just, but against a min raise, was in the action, sure. More. And we flop. Well, I would say only thing beating us right now is the 4-7, which is not all that likely. Mind leading out here. Total, we're up a buy-in right now. For the day, we're up 75 bucks. It all change rather quickly though. Not too long ago, we had a session where we lost like 4 or 5 buy-ins within 4 or 5 minutes. Could really do anything about it. Oh. Okay, yes, please. All there. It is queen on the turn. We put it in. He only had he blocked the nut flush there. One where we put the money in with the king high flush. Weird. Here I came over the top because I do. Here we need to let this one go, unfortunately. More over the top. Here. You know what? I think the solver approach is here to fold. Happening down here. 10 is good for him. Fortunately, that seals the deal for him. We had him until then. Here, I 3-bet. Double gutter, this is not a happy card. This is... So, hang on, one thing after another. Here we're folding sort of happily. Here I 3-bet. Oh, I got 3-bet actually. We have some fold equity. Oh, come on! Oh, nasty, nasty. What now? Okay. So that's all our profits gone, and then some. Yeah, can change rather quickly. Well, not all of the day, just all of the session. Off. An open ender on a board where a highest rate is already possible. Having absolutely no showdown value, if you can turn it into a bluff. I was happy with cards to come. Certainly need to be the case. Cards are dealt. Take it down. Oh well, shaking it off, moving on. Lost 3 or possibly more than 3 binds there. Up and bottom pair here. Oh. Take it down. Sitting on 4 tables. Not quite. No, it's double suited. Would be out of position and if we call and we can't really raise. How about this one? I kind of wonder. Look it up, the question is why. Position, maybe the answer. The answer is maybe, maybe not. Let's see, what's this? A lot of double suited kings get raise called here. Among them. 5-4. Fine. See, that one I would have guessed gets folded. Probably, maybe it even doesn't get raised. Turns out it's fine. Over here, having come over the top with kings, pretty bad king. That out right now though. Bam! See you. See you in the channel, buddy. Really small sizing, huh? Many hands for us, many ways for us to lose this hand. The reason I called was because I have a 3. Blocking straights at least. How are things going, Razam? bottom here. Take one off. Backdoor flush draw as well. You know what, with the 10, maybe I could have gone for the lead here, like a lead fold. But I would have liked that much better than just check folding. Hands to fold out of Jenny. We played quite a bunch of chips there. Some... Most pots the all-ins were alright, I think. Didn't go away. Fine. Out. No, the gap hurts him too much. The 7-6 would be a-okay. The 7-8 combo is suffering from that gap apparently too much. Here, I'll check behind, I'll let you know what happens. Take it down. Not a nice flop for us. Oh, and here we had such beautiful double suited aces. Walk. Blockers here. Also have a queen of diamonds. That's a... But with the queen of diamonds, let's see if we can bluff our way out of this. Certainly not winning this showdown, I would think. Nope. Right, huh? It's a straight, really, without a diamond. I know. Like leading board. Give up on another one. Sure, I don't think I mind. I played this one in other spots in the last 10-15 minutes. I mind more. Certainly a good source of chips on this table for the other guys right now. I think with that we're breaking even per day only. Oh well, maybe we can turn it around. Start playing a little bit better. It's gonna be a one for a check raise, where we have the queens and we have the gutter. This is a lot to do with it. Still not gonna be happy if you get re-raised, of course, then I very likely need to let it go. Yep, we're zigging and zagging at the wrong times, apparently. Get a check here. Here we'll definitely bet he takes it down with Jack and a deuce. Okay. It wasn't a board where we could betting on. Or start betting on, rather. Where's this one is okay. There's nothing basically missed here. To call, happy gentleman. Don't settle. Okay. The gunner. Here, blind versus blind, we flop. Okay, so the flush draw. There's some nice hands here, faces here, and very nice double suited King Jack 10 8. Ace up with the King Jack 10, gotta walk. Doubt it. 6. Oh, kinda doubt it. I'm kinda willing to put the money in here. Why not? So start and build up some momentum more. Slowly chipping up. Hey. Decent ace here. Side cards are perfectly connected. We're suited to the ace. We can definitely call a raise. Okay, a pair, an open-ender, spade blocker. Two pair, and he didn't bet after he came over the top pre. And I think I'll just pot it at this point. That goes for half pot. We're calling once more. We're down on table 4. This one we let go, unfortunately. This guy is getting a lot of free money from us, where we have to fold on the river. Oh well, can't be helped. I don't think so. That pot taking off here. Like some people are joining. Tables are filling up nicely. 18 entries in the pool, 24 in PLO 52 at PLO 10. Tables starting there. And things are starting to look up once more for round ones, I feel. Traffic is slowly increasing. Now that they've announced that the patch is out, I think / hope that will accelerate the process somewhat. Jacks here. I wonder with that, like I'm gonna call, but I wonder if there's the 7-3 if it call. Up. Yeah, all the double suited jacks. Long tank. Giving us a gutter. Nice, top suited aces up here under the gun. Is queen 5, spades and diamonds. Three ways, huh? So we're blocking a straight draw a little bit with the 5. Backdoor diamond. Slow 3 ways. That's what I would see bet. 3 ways I would like to have a little more. One off. How to roll off? Bad card completes one straight which we're blocking. Probably didn't have. And puts an additional clubs on there. Take it down. What did he? Like a king egg? Jack 9. Spades. No clubs in his hand. Bit of a thin bet there. All right. button didn't bite, didn't see that here. Setting ourselves. That would really trouble us here. Apparently he didn't. It is set on table 4. Settings. Okay. Do I have it? PokerStars is down? Really? Look at down here on table 2. Really? That's... Welcome back. Do I have it? Close. This one rocks. Obvious 5s. Ooh, nice. Got a bind back there. PokerStars is down. I know I've heard everything. Oh. Oh, maybe more people will come over then. Like, did that just happen? Because I was reading like the poker subreddit a couple of, like half an hour ago. Like, by now, an hour ago. Oh. Ah, looks like Hippery is at the table, so I have a feeling I know who this guy is. Hippery then, I would assume. Although no emote, no emotes, no speech play. In a splash pot, let's thin raise here. Gotta be careful, I'm gonna go crazy post or free. Take it on, sweet. Der Alte in the channel. Nice to see you here, der Alte. We're not down for the day. We're down for the session. It was quite a bit earlier in like a 20-minute stretch. Some of a little bit of it deserved. When it comes to all-in spots, mostly not so much. Check. Couldn't run it once we started with. Yeah. So we're still up 2 buy-ins for the day. It's not horrible. 2.5 still. Cool. Some kings over here. Sounds expensive for PokerStars. You bet it is. Yeah, I bet it is. Wow. For tricky spot somehow. Up here is C-bet, really. Down. I will call. Flush draw, we still have 2 pair. I can reevaluate. Get bet into now. I would say we're good. Right on. So now the low light conditions. Notice a difference with the, I'm curious, do you notice a difference with the webcam picture now that I bought an expensive one? I had since mine broke. It's not like I went out of my way to spend money. Back up now, but different countries, different times. Jesus, damn. So I lost 2L, 2L. I can't quite figure out what 2... Oh, 2K chips. Okay, I see, I see. Yeah, that blows. I don't know if you can or do play on Run Once Do I have it. I'm sure you... I have a feeling you told me before, but you know, it's tough to keep track. If you do, then check out their Twitter or their Discord. They are gonna have a huge week of promotions next week from Wednesday to the Wednesday the following week, which of course is exactly the time that... Sorry. Exactly the time that I was planning not to play any poker, and I doubt I will, actually, because I'll be fishing from Wednesday to Sunday and until the following Wednesday, like starting next week. I was planning on not doing any poker at all, play some computer games and just hang out for a couple of days for a change. But of course, during that week, they have the biggest promotions ever since Run It Once opened. They're mighty fine, man. Like, they have 200% rakeback days, 101% rakeback days, where they essentially pay you to play. So yeah, I don't know if you can or do play on Run It Once. If you can, check it out. It's be worth your while. Still gonna call here. Eh. I thought about it. You do enough bluffing as this. Over here we're gonna take one off with a pair of nines, backdoor flush draw, and a gutter. And it's down again. Damn it. Let's see if these blockers are working out for us. Yes, they are. Here we're gonna go for the raise fold. Again for the bet fold. Yeah, really do they help compensate as well. Yeah, I mean, in the past I would have said, yeah, sure. I mean, they're good about this stuff. Nowadays, people wait like 30 days for an answer from support. And how far the mighty have fallen. That's what happens when, you know, shareholders get involved. Publicly traded company. Quarterly results, we need to save costs, you know, who cares about support? People employed in support or stuff like that, it's a mess. What I keep... Oh, see here, take one off with the other flush draw. Whew. Ace, ace, jack, jack. The lighting. It still seems a bit dark. Yeah, I ordered a new, or I ordered a lamp, like a ring lamp, apparently a spot lamp that I can put on my screen. It'll be here by Sunday. Just curious if the, I know it's a little bit darker, but just curious. It's the yellow tint is missing. I like that. Get that light source a little bit closer. What's happening here? Cold call by Dan G. What the deuce? Come on, really? Okay. Okay, okay! Okay, USA! Nice! He just doesn't want you to win. That's probably it, you know. They probably insulted my traveling agent. What the hell was that, by the way? With the gutter there? So here I cold call... Not I didn't cold call, I just called. The point in raising. With the flush draw here, I suspect he's gonna slow down now a lot. I don't think we need to bluff. We have the hand... We have the best hand here a decent amount of times. Sometimes he does show up with aces. But, yeah. Plenty of other spots we can bluff in. Take one off for this sizing. Take off. And have straight, sir. We're coming back. They assume UK. They accept UK players. Wild steep. Thank you, Delta. Thank you. I saw on Twitter that Kippery is online as well, so I suspect we're battling with him all over the place. He's sitting on all of our tables, I would assume. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, so let me see if I can do something about the light source. In a couple of days, it'll hopefully be a thing of the past. I'm still not quite sure. Like, it's the ring light is something that you put in front on your screen and it, you know, shines in your face. Like with, I'll let this go. With like adjustable color temperature. Color temperature, yeah, that's the word. And like there's a dimmer as well. Down the brightness. I'm not quite sure if kind of expected. I hope it's not going to be like glaring, like blinding. But I would assume if they sell this, you know, sell it for this purpose, then that is not. Get this. So see if that changes anything. You tell me. I think it got a little bit brighter, didn't it? No, blinding for me. Letting this go. In MP with the gap. 7-6. Check it out. I think it's fine. Six. Were we suited to the 10? I believe we were, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Strangely enough, there the 8-7 doesn't get. That's such a weird matrix. The only hand with the 10-9 single suited in the MP that gets raised and raised called at that is the exact one we had. What's going on here? Why am I in this hand? Oh, because it's a splash partner, I only needed to check. Okay. A pair, open ender, and backdoor flush draw. Wild steep play. The hamster would be proud, der Alter. Do I have it? I assume you know by now. I'm just mentioning it in case you don't. Make sure you can deposit as much as you can for the first deposit bonus in Runner Ones, which doesn't, as opposed to any other deposit bonus. And that I know because I've been bonus whoring a lot. Doesn't run out as long as you play one hand a month. You take years to unlock that first deposit bonus. So personally, I'm at for the maximum of 600, and of course you don't need to keep all the money on the side. Like you can play a few days and then withdraw as much as you like. Just figured I mention it. Quite a unique deposit bonus. What didn't he call with the pair of nines? Uno? Oh, you mean like down here? That hand? Pair of nines? Only saw the 6-8. Oh yeah, 9-9-8-6. Okay, this one we let go. Here, the same fate. This one then. I mean, he hit the gutter. He needed a 7. First of all, he needed. No, you don't need to do 7. Or 9, I guess. Yeah, man, that would have stung. Imagine him getting a 9 there. Ugh. Let this one go. Yeah, I have no idea how he got all the money in the middle there. This guy. Even the note very call happy. Just as a future reference, that I know I can bet large into him for value very liberally and still hope to get called. Not happening. Angel show up with 5. A lot of folding right now. 26 beautiful entries in the PLO 20 pool, 12 at PLO 50, 5 at PLO 200. Nice. Also, no limit is filling up a little bit. We have 23 at no limit 4, 7 and 6 respectively at no limit 20 and 100. Very sweet. Good for runs. Alright, yeah, you stir up some trouble, der Alte. Have you heard what, I don't know if it was Frenchie who told us that he had a PLO vision stream and he kind of lost his mind. He hates solver now. Like, he did a quiz stream like Rulus does, and apparently like most of the decisions he took were the exact opposite of what the solver would have done. Poor Kippery. And he knows what he's doing, you know, so yeah, I would assume he's just playing very exploitative. So don't get me wrong, I'm not dissing his PLO capabilities. Quite the opposite. I'll hear only praise about Kippery coming from me. I still assume and will assume for a long time that he's way better than I. Do it. Hope that this guy just over the top here. Ooh. How nice was that now? Yeah. So, like, I thought about sizing a little bit smaller so he can reopen the action, but I think it's still gonna be enough. Keep this guy out. Random hand, more or less. He's in rough shape. He needs spades or a 5. He does not get it. You're sitting on the stack here. Wow, and why are we in this hand? Okay, because it's limped. For a moment I was freaked out. I keep asking this every once in a while, like, why the hell are we in this hand? Funny. Let's see if we take this one down. No betting all the way. And we do not. We get called. Add a flush draw to our arsenal of having the nuts currently. Do it, Sophia. Set is good. Up here, I think we start off by checking. There's a lot of bluffing opportunities down the road. Like, this is a spot in my mind where I'd rather turn a king or a queen than a jack. I'm not exactly sure if that's the right approach there. Yeah, rather, okay. No, as king is queen still beaters, and they still might not have bet here. Like, if this guy bets, I'm in a weird spot. If that doesn't look like a please call me bet, then I don't know what does. So the action player here left. Not the most exciting table at this point. You can find a better one. Aggro, tight passive, tight aggro, very tight. Oh no. Nah, multi-way. Not the hand. On the 35 entries at PLO 20. Wow. So yeah, let's ditch this table then. And I think we're also ditching this one. Tight aggro, tight passive, no reads yet. Yeah. So I think we're keeping this table. One loose aggressive. And keeping this table, one loose aggro. Carrying the board is a pity. Drop a pity. What's the bet size on the... on the top? So having no showdown value here at all. Bluffing this. It's a decent chance, I feel. Take it down often enough. Let's sweat a little. Yeah, I agree. And that's, I think that's the really important approach there, or the most valuable approach. To pick up bits and pieces at first, and then over time you get an understanding, or yeah, get a feeling for why those bits and pieces work that way, why they make sense, why they're being done this way. I'm not gonna leave this table yet, because the other tables aren't opening just yet, and if I leave them now, I just get back at the same ones. Yeah, that's also my approach when I look up stuff in the Matrix Delta. I strive to ask myself, like, why is this server doing it like this? Okay, now we open up the table. Actually, we don't. Went down to heads up. Damn it. Yeah, pot size, huh? But we have the gutter, we have the top pair, and we have the nut flush draw. Even for pot size, I can't fold here. Any checks I might not. Eh. Good enough bluffing. Okay. Aggro, sure. No dice there. flop. Two pair now, he never bet once. If he bets now, I shall call. All the other queens except one. Oh. If it gets folded around to us, sure. I kind of wonder if this is a raise fold or a raise call of... or call this time. Would be a raise fold. Oh. Queen Jack 8 here. Or a raise, and I suspect a raise fold against anybody here on the table. Maybe not against this guy. Yep, gonna let it go against this guy. One who had a raise folding range on the button. Pair and a blocker to the straight. Also backdoor flush draw. Gonna size up here a little bit. That one blows. So very happy to see that. In a 5 BB splash, looks like there's gonna be action here. Table? Wait, was the table? No. Oh, this was the other one. Okay, yeah. The fun player on that one. Eights against kings. Ooh, tough. Accidentally we would have gotten there, but we wouldn't have been in this hand. We're up against... Ooh, he rivered the king. Ooh, man. That hurt me just watching. Sitting at 120. The 6 buy instead there. For this chill. Right. Starting off by checking here. Here we... Actually we can. This I'll let go. I'll check fold. $35 entries in PLO pool. That's just amazing. It's like the good old days in the beginning. Very happy to see them come back. Cool. Wait, did I see bet there? No. Yeah, because I didn't intend to either. 10 deuce. It's good. So for the day we're up more than 3 buy-ins currently, I believe. Yeah. Starting well, starting well. Finishing decent. 4 is kind of a letdown. But ace king queen 4 sounds good enough. For now. Combination of the facts that we have the spade, not the nut flush blocker, a gutter, Broadway drop blockers, and backdoor flush draw made me c-bet here. Bet sizings, large for us to call. So, somehow optimistically I kept calling here. Times not nicely. He got raised by the crazy character. How this one ending up. Just gonna start up by checking against the crazy dude. Checks quickly. Yeah, I'll bet. Oh no, I make 2 pair on that table. The other table, I mean. I'll check and let him bluff should he want to. Here's one straight now possible. Of course, higher 2 pair, which I doubt he has. With the flush, we didn't get called. Here for our last hand, we get raised. No, but this guy. Stab thin. Go. What did he show up with there? 10 jack, 8-6. On the turn, he turned nicely. He turned huge. To be exact, turned a wrap. No, the dote does not go completely mental if he misses or anything. Go for it with all 4s. Good. Yeah, you know what? Maybe not so much because we're blocking the not the Broadway, but the straight draws. Possible. Go. We have a sizable splash here, 10 BB. Here's a splash size I cannot recall having seen before the patch. How about 12? 24 BB? 10. So the 3, of course, is completely useless for our purposes here. The 8-8-10 part, single suited. I think I want to be in there. And Sophia goes mental now. No, not an Inder. Wow, really? The one loose aggro player at the table. Part of it. Huh. We have more huhs coming on. Here we have a gutter. Of course, we have the nuts and the gutter to the uber nuts to the straight flush. Here we have double suited aces with 5 and a 10. We open and a pair. House outs, I guess, as well. Up here right away. This one I'll let go. Here we're coming over the top. We block straight draws quite nicely with the 10 and the 5. You have the nut flush draw. Here's like 9-8, we're not too horribly at all. But actually, maybe shut this guy out. Kind of concerning that the loose... Really? That a sleepy player leads there. That was excellent. An excellent result. Also took it down on table 4 with the raise there. 38 entries. Nice. 10 entries at PLO 200. Awesome. You know, I definitely understand why the higher stakes players wouldn't really want to play on run it once before the patch. Yeah, it really starts to hurt if you crash and then you have to sit back in and then rejoin the table, and then you didn't get the full money out of your blinds, the full value out of your blinds, yada yada. So I'll be keeping an eye on the higher stakes for this as well. I think we're letting this one go in MP. Get out. Feeling that's the right approach. Hell yeah. If that's obvious to you, then well done you. I still have a lot of holes there in my pre-flop stuff. Check up on things. Yeah, speaking of checking up on things, doesn't matter that we would have gotten this flop, doesn't matter at all. Let's see where this hand becomes playable. On the button, it's a no-brainer. Let's check out if the cutoff was it ace 8, 5 deuce. See how that looks on in the cutoff. By checking here. Ace 8. Yeah, there it in the cutoff it becomes a raise call or a raise fold, depending on your mood. Or various other factors. Nice. Nah. Sorry, I'm just reading up on something on Discord. Take just a few more seconds. Against the button raise, we are raising this one up in turn. Wonderful. Wonderful. How the table changes treating us pretty nicely, I would say. Loose aggro, and then new table 4, loose aggro, on the new table 1. Perfect. Okay. done with then. Closing in on 40 entries at PLO 20, sorry. I hope I'm not boring you with that, with me gushing over that, but I'm just so insanely happy to see Run It Once is on the up and up once more. Okay. Check this out. What would the solver do? I need that as a bracelet. Not what would Jesus do, but what would the solver do? Is that a t-shirt idea? Don't mind if we flop this then. Don't mind at all. Check and be evaluating. Okay, perfect. We're good. Was it 9974 single suited blind versus blind? I got the button, that's not a race. No. 7-5 would be the closest that the solver would do anything with, and that would be a raise hold. Wow, this is wonderful. Put in a third of our stack there. Aces. Here he now found some courage. Probably visited the wizard. And I find a heart and lay down. Wow. Speaking about finding courage. Okay, ace against aces. Naturally, I like mine more. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. I think that is fine, Nata. Fine. Still chipping up. Doing so quite nicely. No up more than 4 buy-ins. Is that? No, it's not. Differently, we're not down, but we're up a lot. Yeah, just completely disregard that. Wondering the whole time. We're up like 1 buy-in. I kept wondering, like, we lost 5 buy-ins earlier in the beginning and win that much back that we should now be up 4 buy-ins. Okay, we're up a buy-in, roughly. Total for the day. Okay. Sorry, I was thinking of the wrong balance total there. Didi, nice to see you here. Coming over from Saucy's stream. I remember you from over there. Nice to see you here. So this is Run It Once Poker, the poker site by Phil Galfand, and it's still in beta, so it's not, it's officially out. Everybody can play, but it's in beta in the sense that there's still bugs and it's still quite limited in the terms of games it offers. Only offers cash games right now, no sit and goes, nothing like that. So unfortunately, it's not open to players from France, I believe. You take one off here. Ooh, what a card to take off. Right, so unfortunately French players cannot play it, I think, because French players have to play on French sites, right? Like with their own player pool. I don't think that's a problem at all. The board pairing here. Right, but it's a fun little site where everybody gets 51% rake back in the form of splash pots. I'll show you a splash pot in a moment. And hi Frenchie, nice to see you back here. Understand English? Perfect. Have problems speaking it? You know, you should see my problems when it comes to speaking or understanding French. So it's all good. It's all good, my friend. Right, so they give 51% rake back to everyone. And you don't get it straight to your account. But you get splash pots where you just put money into the pot for the flop. It's like some extra money. But, you know, you don't have to, you know, if you win the pot, then you get the extra money. And so these splash pots range from a couple of big blinds that they put in. So at PLO 2, they put in like 60 cents or €1 or €2.40 or something like that. Up to like €4.80 for the small splashes. Then you have the amazing huge splashes. Those start at, I believe, 200 big blind. Much more common is 400 big blind and larger. At least common for a large splash. The splashes themselves are pretty rare. And yeah, like yesterday we played for a 400 big blind splash pot at PLO 10, where they put €40 before the flop in, and we took it down for a €80 pot in total. And it's nice, and I like it. Also, it's completely anonymous. You cannot use a HUD. On every table, people see me as a different guy, so I see myself as not raising on every table. They might see me as a Lewis on this table, as an Evan on another table. It's here. Oh, poor bastard. Great, took it down. And they do not allow HUDs, which worried me in the beginning. What they do, I said do, is they have these dynamic avatars. So, like a loose aggressive player, only speaking about pre-flop stuff, by the way, would have like his mouth slightly open. If he has his mouth the entire way open, going like then it's a very loose aggressive player, like somebody looking like sort of serious is tight aggressive. Somebody with the Z's indicating sleep would be just very tight. So even without a HUD, this allows me at least to keep an overview and keep track of how the table dynamics are. I like Saucy, yeah. He knows his stuff. I like hosting him. That's of course not a great river. Arguably, the turn bet wasn't really necessary. Was the open ender really? Really? Yeah, and those are all the things that make Run at Once special, basically. In a nutshell. I need to make more nut jokes. No, we're an all-inclusive stream. I frequently give Jay Nandas a shout out when I'm streaming and he's streaming as well. I always urge my viewers to go over to his place and check him out because, you know, it's the master at work. But that's all good, of course. And that's right, Didi. I remember meeting you yesterday in the Saucy stream when I hosted him. How did his stream end, by the way? Make a profit in the end? This is a fine one to see, but not many straights. A straight draws, the one that is right on the board. We block with having a 6 here. Rainbow board. I think this is not a case of c-betting too much. bringing us a flush draw. If we were ahead, we are likely still ahead. The picture is a little bit nicer. This webcam. At this point, I doubt he'll fold many 2 pairs. Fold a 7-5 and stuff like that. I have not been really. Okay. Back in a second. Okay then. Against a super aggro guy here. Quite sure. Guess he really has something there, huh? I figured calling with the flush draw is probably not a huge mistake. And a pair of 6s. Some aces you say, under the gun you say. Thank you, I say. That is not a bad... Wait, we win 4 ways. I'll actually keep betting here. Of course we block the low straight. The wheel, having all the aces. We have the nut flush draw. Don't block kings, which is a little bit unfortunate. Because there are certainly a lot of kings here in the from the small blind. Mostly. Maybe more from the big blind about it, because small blind they get at least a decent kings. Probably squeezed by the small blind. I mean, I guess that still leaves enough kings the small blind can show up with. Can't be squeezed or shouldn't be squeezed. Didi, that's true. Watching stuff in English, that's how I kept my English fresh, so to say, after my years abroad. When I came back from the States the first time in 1998, 99, I started watching everything. And I have been doing that ever since. Listen to a lot of English audiobooks. And yeah, kept kept my English nice and shiny. Oh, the Poker Matrix is here as well. Didn't notice you there. Hang on. Nice to see your Poker Matrix. If you guys don't know the Poker Matrix and you fancy seeing some 2-card magic, check out this channel. Nice dude. Professional player. Took a break for a while. Is now back in force and back with streaming now. It's a quick, rapidly growing channel. Plays No Limit Zoom. Pity. And is branching out into the wonderful, wonderful world of PLO as well. Shane, nice to see you here as well. And Pokématics this night didn't go your way? I hope it wasn't too horrible, and I am absolutely positive that you'll still be able to sleep well. And every time I visit your channel, you actually are crushing, so I almost said crashing. That's of course the exact opposite of what I mean. Not a Freudian slip there. So, closing the action, certainly got a call. Well, not closing the action, but still kind of an interesting one. Have the open-ended royal flush draw here. Well, no, you can't have an open-ended royal flush draw. You know what I mean. Actually, we have... No, we have two. I thought we have a pair, but that we don't. The way this hand went, we might be good. Whoa. I'm sort of interested here a little bit. Like make a 10 or a king come off, and we are in an excellent spot to bluff. Pinosh or Pinos 91, thank you a lot for the follow, appreciate it. Very nice. They're playing a decent one. A bunch of nice hands. Of course, being among the nicest are possible. Here we have ace, jack, jack, 8 singles put in this cash pot. Here we get called. The ace, jack, jack took it down pre. One big blind and rake back as well. The aces take it down. What? Oh god. I'm not sure if I can pronounce it. Jav LG. Thank you very much for the follow. Again. Appreciate it a lot. Let this go, or at least check it for now. Here we definitely go at this point. Oh yeah, I am in the same boat as Der Alte. If I need to say anything in French, I would need Google Translate as well. So here's set against set, queens against nines. Looks like they, like on this flush board, they checked it down on the river. Not on the end. Yeah, in case there's some new people watching here, if you can, if you're able to play on Run It Once, if you're not in a restricted country, then you should do so starting next Wednesday when they start celebrating the release of this patch, which which makes it absolutely rock solid, by the way. No crashes or at all. Only a few minor bugs remaining for now. And which are no means impeding the play. They're not a problem. My main point is start playing the run-and-ones at the latest next Wednesday. They're gonna have 1 week of amazing promotions like 101% rakeback, super splash days where they give like 80% back in rakeback. 2 days with the super sprint, which are sort of races where people playing the most hands get pretty sizable cash prizes. And one other promotion that I forgot about, like a complete rakeback back day. I'm not sure what the difference between that and 101% rakeback days is. But yeah. Check it out. Check it out on their Twitter or their Discord. And I would love to play during those days, but it's exactly the week that I have a vacation planned, so I won't be part of it. I'm not sure if I can pronounce that name either. You guys making it hard on me. Parham play GG. Parham play GG. I'm sticking with that unless you tell me this is horrible. Nice to see you here, Parham. Yeah, that's a language nobody, almost nobody in the channel can probably read, I would think. So you're winning that. Can't do anything here. Why am I in this hand? Oh, because I'm in the big blind. Okay. Flush draw, straight draw, top 2, not check raise, flop. It's an option. And maybe I was a little bit too tight there, but he could be in pretty bad shape. Or he's not in great shape. Like this guy could have the nuts right now, which means our straight draw would only do break even. And or he could have the higher flush draw. We didn't have the nut flush draw. Like change anything about that. Give me the nut flush draw on top. Then it's a different story. I would probably check raise. But yeah, it's a difficult spot. I mean, if you check raise it and you get called or he comes over the top, what then? Really liking that spot then in that case. And wow, I appreciate that as well. I was gonna say I appreciate all the input in the chat, always. I tend to talk a lot. I'm happy to have something to talk about. So keep it coming, Didi. Yeah, but that would be my thoughts. Again, I sometimes am a little bit tighter than I should be. Maybe that's one of those spots. No, it's fine. I understood. But I appreciate that you put more details about the hand in there, because that's a problem I sometimes have. That I don't know what hands anyone is talking about. And for that reason, like right here, under the mouse pointer, I have a table number. So if you have questions or input, advice about a hand, what you would have done differently, then you can just tell me the table number and you figure out which hand it was in the hand history. Yeah. So keep it coming. Of course, we could be in a little bit of trouble here. Like against the straight and the flush draw, we're not doing too hot. But I figure he doesn't hit that board all that often. Single raise pot, I am gonna holding here. If I check twice, of course, he has excellent bluffing spot, and for that reason, let's come over the top here. Just to mix it up a little bit. Nice. That was fun. A very energetic song. Let's give it a chance. Sucks, I'll delete it. Nope, doesn't. This one we need to let go, I think. Happening down here. Meh. Low cards really take away a lot of value from this hand. Now I will call here, but I will check the matrix. Like, what's the solver approach? Am I supposed to raise this side cards? I honestly don't know. Yeah, it's actually a raise and a raise call at that. Very interesting. Gonna take one off with the flush draw. Here, oh wow. Here I came over the top. Unfortunately, I don't get a superb flop for it. Yeah. Wow. Got raised here and we flopped the world. Anytime, Didi. My genuine pleasure. Now here things get a little bit interesting now at this point as well. Give me not only two pair, but also both flush draws, and I kind of wonder what the move is here. So I'm blocking Jack 9. I think I'm coming over the top. And like, we're not gonna be happy, but we can call if we get raised. And that's not a good card at all. Wouldn't be surprised if he leads. Yeah. Leads small, really. I don't know, man. It's kind not a really good bet, or... So one problem is here that I'm blocking the other straight draw that missed. I'm having all the sixes. Once the flushes came in... Not blocking Queen Jack, which wouldn't bet here. Queen Jack wouldn't lead. Expect the set wouldn't lead. Funky, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna call him here. A 10-8, okay. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to think about my call and my whole the way I played this hand. Did I raise the flop there? No, I didn't. So there are a lot of straight draws. There are all the Broadway and straight draws there. I have if jacks. Eh. I'll leave that hand behind for now, that one on tape 3 just now. Don't know what to think about it. I don't think so on MP, not suited to the king. Let's check it out, but I kind of doubt it, that's a raise. Yeah, that's perfectly correct. Even suited to the king, it's not a race in MP. I would assume in the cutoff it starts being one if it's suited to the king. Checked it out as well. That's correct. Even if it's not suited to the king in that case. And in both cases it can be a raise call or a raise fold. From a solver perspective. We have a gutter, overpair, backdoor flush draw, and excellent blockers as well, like make a queen roll off. A 7. Now, a king of clubs would have been much more entertaining here. Actually, yeah, we're gonna go for the check raise. That's so huge. So we can still put a lot of pressure on any non-diamond rivers. And we have outs. I mean, we can make the nuts here, a queen. And assuming an 8. Put here almost always. Any straight we can make. Of course, if he comes over the top once more, which I doubt, then we're gonna fold. But he's not gonna come over the top with a set here. Even if he turned a set of kings. Just gonna call. This is really funky. So yeah, we're pretty much snap folding this mentally, but we're gonna what?
WSOP Championship Event Bracelet Winner Sub hashtag Flex Strangers lol. I saw you've been crushing lately. Keep it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the presence, and we truly are, in the presence of royalty. Thello, thank you very much for the follow. Not for the follow. What am I talking about? For the subscription, 3 months, man. That is, thank you very much. And at least equally as important, probably much more important, is that Thello won a WSOP, a World Series of Poker bracelet in short deck Hold'em, I believe, a couple of days ago. So yeah, our very own bracelet winner in the chat of this humble channel. And equally as happy to see Hail to Redskins in this channel. So we're blocking middle set. I doubt he has top set here. He's probably on some sort of draw. What comes of it. And yeah, also thank you for the kind words, Thello. I'm trying to keep it up today. I had a pretty rough patch early in the beginning of the session. But again, I also was... yes, the top set. Come on. What's one time? This guy did have the top set. That's a pity. I thought he was the initial raiser here. But still, I mean, for today, I think right now we're breaking, or close to around breaking even. Maybe we're a little bit down. This part, of course, didn't help. But all in all, the tables have been treating me pretty consistently well. So I shall not complain. Let's check it out. Actually, we're down a little. On run at once, we're down 5.5 binds for the day. On micro, we're up 4. So we're down 1.5 binds right now. But it ain't over until that fat lady sings, is what they say. Sure. Activities there. Interesting one. somehow have to... I think this guy is gonna slow down a lot. Well, never mind that then. Here we flop nicely, of course. I dig the merchandise here through Redskins. And it's apparent, from what I've heard, soon I'll be in a position to confirm myself. It is of excellent quality too. Which is why it's a little bit more pricey. Really? A speed here is what you're saying? That would suck. Ace Jack Jack, maybe? No. No. We bet the King Jack 10-7 suited to the Jack? Really? From a sleepy guy too? And I guess he was sick of it. You got the 3-month sub badge now. Missed it for one message. Okay, this shall not stand. Yeah, Thello. Again, thank you a lot. That's always making my day. Somebody subbing or resubbing in your case 3 months, man. Oh. Amazing is that. So the gutter is not that hot here. Let go. Yeah, I dig the merchandise. I'm gonna say. Yeah, I'm gonna order a cup for myself and also a sweater later on, a t-shirt as well. Yeah, and the tables have been treating me very kindly the last 2 weeks. Like, since we moved down from PLO 50, on the tables we made 40 buy-ins in those, what was it, 2.5 weeks, I believe, if not messing up my dates. It hasn't been longer, it might have been shorter, but I doubt it. I think it's been 2.5 weeks. And plus another 20 in streamer rake back. So, yeah. That also means that I'm getting rather close to PLO 50 once more. Actually, the bankroll is now in a better place than it was when we took the first shot. But I have the fishing vacation come up, so I need to take some money out of it for that. And next time I want to move up, I don't want to move up as a shot, at least not as a, like a, it's still gonna be a shot, I still gonna move down if I crash and burn there. But my main point is I want to move up with a 100 buy-in bankroll next time, so I can approach the whole thing a little bit differently, don't have to rat hole anymore. And Yuri chill in the channel as well. Do you hear you, Yuri? Equally as important, well. I'm an equal opportunity streamer. I'm gonna take a note on this guy now. But what was it? Okay. Seven. That was weird. You don't really expect that from a sleepy guy. You have a reason to wake up. Speaking of reasons, table is still okay. We have this one loose aggressive character there. Table 1 doesn't really be exciting at this point, but find a better one. 36 entries in the pool. 15 at PLO 200. Wow. I don't think we've ever seen that. Unless there was like a promotion going on. Maybe when Jane Anders was playing and pushing the player pool. Wow. Good for run and ones. Not much in the way of no limit though. I'll take that then. Fine. I have no idea, Antoine. I have no idea, fellow. Mystifying. I think I'm still coming over the top. If he has 8s, we won't. Dogball in the channel as well. Nice to see you, Dogball. And a lot of the familiar faces are here once more. Everybody. Okay, I guess he's saying the wrap is no good here, possibly. I can't see him folding any 5 there. Big roll player. Ooh, wow, big pot down here. And I should be much prettier than usual. For my webcam broke and I had to buy a new one. Went for the professional model this time, which I think in this lighting you really can't tell. But my receding hairline should show up much nicer now. Oh. Less hair to comb, more face to wash. The line there. Came over the top here, not entirely sure how well advised it is. Wow, you're gonna, okay, insanely huge PLO short deck cash, a PLO short deck cash game. I have a tough time imagining this game. Is that gonna be crazier than normal PLO, or is it gonna be a little bit more of nut peddling? Tamer. Well, we make 2 pair here without a single heart. And here, if he keeps the check this on the flop, we'll go for a delayed c-bet now. He didn't bet the entire way. I'll go for a risky call here. Ooh, took it down in both cases. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to those Discord updates, Thello, regarding that game. I think my support is even important to winning a 10k bracelet. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, okay, I can see that being amusing. I'm not going to comment on that any further. I don't think I can get out of that one. So. Yeah. I'll just leave that one alone. Yeah, you know, immediately saying the first thing that comes to mind is not always a boon. I don't know, man, this guy seems a little bit nutty. Now the deuce part I like. The spade part, not so much. Care for evil laughter? No! Damn it. I had the evil laughter all prepared. For the muhaha route. Toby's. Yeah. I see the benefit, which is why I took the last shot when I was at 90 buy-ins. And I see the benefit of going for it earlier. In terms of that, I'm, you know, probably sort of costing myself money by not trying it. Because if I succeed, then I'll just have a much better hourly than I could have on PLO 20. So yeah, I see that, but... Oh. I think... people keep saying that it should be PLO 50, and from what I seen on PLO 50, actually seeing at the table, I'm not gonna disagree. But yeah, with the... Yeah, right, the short deck game, totally insane variance. Okay, so that's how that's gonna work out. Well, you know, my best wishes. are gonna be with you. I'm gonna have my fingers crossed, and as a German, I'm actually gonna have my thumbs pressed, because that's the German equivalent of that idiom. Having your fingers crossed is having your thumbs pressed in German. So, you know, I'll be going like this. Which, by the way, is super weird, because for the last couple of months, I can keep them separate in my head, but whenever I said, you know, press your thumbs in German, like cross my fingers and jump in German, I didn't do this gesture, I did this one, like you do when you're lying. And it got me some raised eyebrows. Which is, I'm not completely unused to, but still. Should be fun. Yeah, I hope you're gonna be on the right side of that variance. Will make it much more fun, for sure. Ah, these I should have folded. Right, so regarding the buy-ins, yeah. It's something I've been pondering a lot, but I feel more comfortable doing it this way. We're not far off at all right now. I would need 25 buy-ins. It's gonna be a higher number because, you know, with the, as I said, with the fishing trip, but not far away at all. I'm talking I need 25 buy-ins at PLO 20 right now. Properly rolled. Yeah, thanks for the vote of confidence, Frenchie. Toby, sorry. And on the whole, I actually suspect you're right, that it would serve me better than it would serve me better moving up, taking a shot a little bit earlier, possibly now, but yeah. I'm gonna check call this guy. Well, fair enough. Or this, is Kippery still streaming, by the way? I have this suspicion that this might be Kippery. Although he never used the speech bubble. Would be an argument against. In any case, that's a spot where it's almost impossible to get money out of them, I feel. Unless we're splitting over beat. Gotrox! Nice to see you, to have you in the channel. Nice to see some new faces. Even double suited, I think this one I'm supposed to let go here. Thank you very much for the good luck. And I'm doing excellently. Thank you for asking. I hope the same is true for you. Right, here we're gonna come over the top. All a re-raise quite comfortably. As the 3-better. Oh, this is a flop. I'm always c-betting, helped by the fact that I'm actually holding flops here. Now we're gonna slow down for sure. So you're a French player, Godflex. Unfortunately, I can't do French. I'm really bad at it. But I hope you enjoy the stream, nevertheless. The stakes are not going to be as high as you're used to from Saucy stream. We do take it down. Nice. Last stand. He left after this hand. Yeah, have to be able to play fully through the variants. I think so too. Again, appreciate nice words or the vote of confidence from you as well. And man, didn't variance beat me up during the last shot there. So both tables breaking here. Let's look for new ones then. One on this one. And I mean, yeah, I have to say it again. The first 2 days I played. No, first 3 sessions actually. First 3 days. I didn't play my A game. Deserved to lose a bunch of the binds. Most of the binds that I lost there, I think. The days afterwards, I think not so much. I got the money in mostly when we went all in. Pretty well. And yeah, variance. The variance train caught up. Second worst run ever. In terms of BB and how much we were down. In terms of binds, I mean. Gonna fold with the gutter and the flush draw. Might be one expensive card. There is a straight out there. More than one. Close my eyes. With the 10-8. Yeah. Never listen. Also looked like a value bet, like a please call me bet, but isn't it? Block to the low straight, I don't know. I don't know, am I supposed to fold there? This table is filling up once more. We have a decent splash down here. Unfortunately, we're not really equipped for it here. Like, don't even want to call. Going to. They're playing a nice one. Oh, it's a new table, okay. The power conditioned knowledge. Ah. Thank you, Yuri. But that's true. That's, yeah, you save a lot of time. Yeah. That's the one thing that had me and still has me pondering my approach a little bit, but yeah, it'll probably still end with a but, the sentence. Basically the gist of it. Bit iffy here. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to hold it right away, but I kind of felt stupid doing it with the top pair. One down. Nope. Jack high flush, couldn't let it go. Might have been one to keep firing. Okay, don't mind if I do. Raise pot. Okay, before I took it down. Down pre here as well. Cutoffs. Eating the solver is gonna tell me that I'm not supposed to play this hand. All raised ball. Up. Yeah, and that's exactly right. Wouldn't be. Now as played, of course, we've upped the set here. From a solver perspective, I should not be in this hand at all. Give me in Discord. Okay, I'll check it out in a moment. Doing well? We're doing well? Man, good thing you didn't have any pocket pair there. Wow, that would have been an ugly one to lose that way. Running full house. Here, however, not amazing. Being a raised pot. Gonna check. Pair in the end. I have to let it sink in, sink in. I'll get back to you, Thello. I'll sleep over it, if that's okay, if that's cool with you. Wait. I kind of I was caught up mentally in another thing here for a moment. Right, that's of course a pretty beautiful turn. Here, closing the action, double paired, yeah, we're not folding. It's correct, a nice, decent thing to do. Not having the nuts, but blocking nuts quite heavily. You know how this goes. Here, of course, we can't do anything on this board. We get called, and I suspect we're good. Oh, we split. Fair enough. Yet wow, he just hit the open ender. Wow. Okay, this is not Kippery then. Alright, put our bluffing shoes on here. And those bluffing shoes are well trodden in by now. Okay, let's call non-Kippery. Not Kippery here with a pretty mediocre hand that has some nutted outs, some nutted potential. Never makes it easy, the dealer, huh? We do block the nuts though. Having a king, he checks, he's not checking a straight here. This guy wouldn't even check a straight without spades, I think. Nope. Nope. Wow. Should we be in here? Nope. Really? Wait, where was the action here? At that point. This guy Angel. I like that he says an ace hand. Doesn't say lol or anything. Good for all of us on this table. Wait, so we have Angel there, right? This guy raised, this guy called. Or so good. That's on the 3-5-7 flop. Sorry. This guy raises pretty sizable from 122 to 528. And Angel calls on a rainbow board king. That's the turn for pot, I believe, or close to pot. And he calls. Then the river we saw. Wow. The flush draw on the turn. Oops, no. Wow. Okay, well, I'm just changing my perception about this guy quite a bit. And speaking of changing perception, how are we doing? Yeah, we stacked up nicely. Not down for the day anymore. Not really up. Like almost a buy-in. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Things are moving in the right direction once more. Yeah, seeing sorry, there are new people, a few new viewers joined. If you can play on Run It Once, then you definitely should consider doing so from next Wednesday to the Wednesday after that. Probably a fine spot to cold call on the small blind. Check it out in a moment. Because Run It Once celebrating the launch of their new patch, which by the way we had not a single crash on. Right. They celebrating the launch of their new patch with a huge promotion. Check it out on their Twitter or on their Discord. It's gonna be an amazing few days. They pay 2 out of the 7 days. They pay 101% rakeback. So they pay in a very real sense, in a literal sense. They pay you for playing. And I encourage you to check it out if you haven't played on Run It Once before. Give it a shot during those days. And to sweeten the pot, I will not be here to compete with you because for the other promotions, because I'll be on vacation during that week. Like, figures, right? Biggest promotion ever. And I go on vacation. So let's check this one out there. The, what was it? The 5564, something like that. Yeah. 564 in the small blind. Always feels iffy to cold call in the small. Oh, that rhymes. Nope. Just a fold. Everyone lurking. Yeah. That's fine, it is late. I think that's an interesting spot to lead on. We have the nut flush draw blocked. If we get raised here, we can easily let go. Question is, do I lead like huge hands there? That's actually a decent question. But I think that balance at PLO 20 is usually important, but for the later stakes... Unfortunately, I believe the... Well, I probably won't lead any sets, right? But I would lead grabs. Like, I would lead very strong hands that are not sets, I think. Woke up at 2 PM after playing until 6 AM. Hey, welcome to my world. That's exactly what I usually wake up. Not quite as late, like between 12 and 1:30. Of course, different time zone. Yeah, right now it is 12:30. So half past midnight. And right now, I'm usually going to bed between 5 and 6 AM. No, big pound here. Watch this first. And in there, and we're not. One on for us right now. We do have a decent hand on table 1. Back check 10. Watch this, I'll switch back to the other table should action ensue, but curious to see what happens here. Took it down on table 1 with the open. And would you look at that, I'm asleep on one table, I'm tied aggro on all the other tables. Stuff. Find another. It was short right now. Right. Now normally I don't raise this. Maybe in a splash pot I go for a raise fold here. Also to keep the crazy dude out. Or to play this one heads up. Although it, that is not a bad multi-way hand. The other hand, so maybe not necessary to deviate from my usual approach. But by the way, folded if I get raised, I think. Although then it gets kind of stupid, to be honest. Betting really small. Ooh, cool. Here I kind of missed my spot on the flop. Bet. Top 2. Rectified that by betting on the turn and took it down. I think this one I have to let go if I get raised. The gap between the 7 and the 4 is just too large. Check it out. Solver approach there once more. We have nothing plus a medium strong backdoor flush draw. Make that a double gutter at this point. The 6 would give us the nuts. Not blocking clubs, not having any pair, we're letting it go. With ace 8, 7, 4. Not off. Curious if I call a re-raise. Wow. Ah, hang on, I'll show you the reason for my wow in a moment. First of all, this is a standard raise here, and here we're gonna call in a pretty decent splash here, $2 for being splashed, 10 BB. Not a superb flop. One I'm not gonna see bet on. That does help. And here, I might have been pondering a call against one guy. If this guy calls and does so pretty quickly, we're out. I'm making a flush here. You know what happens? I'd much rather watch this. Okay, never mind. Down. Right, so that reason for my outburst there, I'll show you. Is the PLO matrix for that ace 8, 7 forehand in the cutoff. So I see the ace 8, 7, 6 being a raise in a raise. The 7, 5 I can, having a lively imagination, I can get my brain behind that as well. But the 7-4, the ace 8, 7-4, from the solver perspective at least, being a raise? So if we get raise here, we're supposed to put more money in? Serious. Nah. It's not folding ace queen as played, I think. Well, I don't know, might have been interesting. Yeah, Thallow, do you have an opinion about that? Or Frenchie, for that matter, if you're here? I would be curious. Anyone? Like, why is that in there? Is that like a balancing thing? For the from the solver, or what's going on there? For shits and giggles, let's check this one out for like a deep stack scenario. 250 big blinds. Can't be true then, right? No, but it's close. Also interesting. So in a 200... Wow, hang on. Back into chips, man. Get deep on this table at some point. Money away from this guy. Right. So in a 250 BB scenario, the 7-4 is a raise call. Fair enough, that I get. But the 7-6 and the 7-5 with an ace-8 again, double suited, can be raised. And of course the raise implies, I think that you raise call, right? That you don't just put it all now, really. I was happy with the splash pot to, not happy is the strong word, to complete it, put money in here. No quads flop there, but yeah, I think that's asking a little bit much. Our hand. Ow. What a table to be on. This is the table where we're not getting many hands. Beatness sake, like microgaming if we're missing like one of the super maniacs there. So if everybody checks here, like he would be the most likely candidate to hoping to go for a check raise here, check something strong. This 3 doesn't change the board at all. We'll just start bluffing here. Also, this guy was the initial raiser. I think this has a very decent chance of working, which... Oh, sorry, I had the wrong table in view there. So we had... Doesn't much matter what we had in that case. We had the Ace-8, 6-4 double suited. The board was... Jack-9-8. We were an MP, so we were kind of sandwiched here. Not an MP, but like this was the small blind, we were the big blind, this guy was the open raiser. And nobody did anything, and on a turn I decided to put some money in there. Give it like a 5-second warning so I can pay attention. Yeah, I will do. It's not about the hand, so much about the hand as about about what the matrix says there. And Frenchie woke up as well. Sorry. One will let go in this case. Just want to keep c-betting on. Right, so I'll drag up the same hand in the matrix. Yeah, and again, that wasn't so much about the hand, more about what the matrix was telling me. I found pretty weird. Right, so consider yourself warned, it'll come up in a few seconds. What I found baffling is that for 100 big blinds, the solver approach in the cutoff, in an unopened pot, where we open in the cutoff, would be if we have the Ace-8, 7-4 double suited, that the solver approach here is to raise. The red squares are raise hands. Like I understand it for the Ace-8, 7-6, 7-5, those were raise hands when I was short stacking, sure. Back here. Can see that even at 100 BB, that's a nice one to do it with. But Ace-8, 7-4, really? Just blowing my mind a little bit. We're gonna call here, having the ace of whatever that is, diamonds. Down here. Good. Win it with 4, I think. Wow, 20 BB splash time around. We decided to bet now, having the 6 as well. I think I would have played like a low straight like this. Yeah, he doesn't agree. Wait. Still took it down with the king? Wow. So here I'm the only taker in this pretty very sizable splash. The flop 2 pair. I'm over the top here. I'm not blocking straights, but nice. That was good. If aces here, have somebody who leads now. So very interesting. One off. With the set, I don't think so. Got our queen 10 is certainly... You know what? I don't think so. He's not betting pot here with a huge hand all that often. Wow, screw his huge hands. We just rivered him. Something fierce. Here I came over the top and I'll three-way SP check it, I think. Double suited aces up here, and this is kind of weird what bet sizing to go for. I think we're gonna go with something really small to induce. I have a feeling he's on a draw. He was on a draw here. Maybe he wants to bluff now. Not we get called, that's cool as well. What with? What by? Queen, Jack, 10, 8. The diamonds were on the board. He had 1 diamond. Definitely didn't have it there. Oh, 1 bet. I still take this one down. How the deuce? What are these people doing? And I shouldn't have called a sizable bet on the flop there, I think. Player number 1. Right, I'm gonna... Check it, not fold very likely. Make a hand on the turn. So none of it. Okay, I'll show it once more on the screen. Hang on. Get raised here, really. Take one off. Might slow him down. And Dekine08, welcome to the channel, saying moin moin, and we're still good here. Moin moin means morning morning. It's like a colloquial greeting. Doesn't necessarily refer to the morning. Just translating. So we took that one down, and now we're sitting on a sizable stack here. I wonder what he did that with. Get the... What did he have? He had nothing. The queen, queen, jack 4. Oh, he had queen high diamonds. Never mind. He did have queen high diamonds there on table 4. Yeah, no pressure, Frenchie. You're right. Exactly it. Man, we made like 2 buy-ins in the last 15 minutes. Now the day is suddenly doing going quite well for us. It's okay, fair enough. Yeah, it doesn't seem that great to me either. I don't think it should be... My gut feeling, which is not a very useful tool in poker when it comes to evaluating hands pre-flop, I feel. But my gut feeling sort of tells me I wouldn't play it this way. I would just raise call it. Especially in the micros. Dekine. I'm not quite understanding that question, Dekine. It's sort of, there's like 2 questions in there. Hang on, I'll get back. Is that like Google Translate German? Because there's, I feel there's at least This is a strange sentence. Unblocking all pairs and lower straights. Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. And I'll copy this one out and take it into account. So, closing the action here, double suited kings. They're really crappy kings, but there's so much extra money in there that it's pretty much a no-brainer for me to call, I believe. Yeah, I'll appreciate it, Thello. I will actually put it into my file. Thanks. Add that I rivet the nuts. Yeah, have to let this one go, unfortunately. Excellent point, Thello, yeah. Because I'm potting bluffs there, for sure, so I might as well, yeah. Now that you say it like that, and I'm thinking that I love the second comment, man. That one drives it home. Right, and I would bluff the kings there. No, wait, the blockers. Like, only aces blockers? No. Aces and some other Broadway card would have been blocker as well. And I absolutely would pot those. You're completely right. So I need some value hands there as well. Yeah, that drives the point home. I hope I keep that in mind. Thank you. Raised here is not a big disaster with this hand. Up a pair and then an open-ender. So, D-Kind with that question, like, is that Google Translate? And if so, can you, like, try again or ask in English? Because I have a tough time understanding. Like, it's either how many hands I've played online, and the other part is probably, like, what my bankroll is. And... wait, did I bet on the flop here? If so, why? Hope I didn't. Must have, otherwise the pot wouldn't be that big. Ugh, sorry. Corrected. Did bet or did I bet? Oh, he bet the flop. Okay, that's cool. Peter Anton, I'm very happy to hear that, mate. That you got Poker Tracker to work on micro. Cool. Cool beans. Right, so if I understand your questions correctly, D-Kind, then the amount of hands I played over in my life, that's a good question. I would estimate like somewhere between 2.5 and maybe 3-ish millions. And thank you, TI Tyler. TY Tyler. I completely agree. The micros, GTO is like... I'm not... Like, this is one of the words that comes up a lot in other people's poker streams, like GTO. It rarely comes up here. Because I feel the same way, yeah. And also GTO is a tool. It's not like the end goal to play GTO. Just a tool, maybe a baseline. As a baseline, it's fine as well. Right. Okay. Now that I understand perfectly. Now D-Kind is asking, how many binds do I have for a level, and when am I going to jump? I called one off here. I don't think board is hitting him all that often. And when I'm gonna jump into the next higher level. Not a happy river. Second, because now he has actually showdown value. Oh no, he had showdown value the whole time. Cool. Good for him. It's 10-5 deuce, huh? Right, I'll get to those questions in a moment. We're playing heads up, not this late at night. a very, very pleasant flop. So, Ekine answers are as follows, I guess. I prefer to have... I'm a nit when it comes to bankroll management and two other things in poker. I prefer to have 100 buy-ins for a level. And right now I'm getting really close to having 100 buy-ins for PLO 50. And then I'll move up again. I took a shot at PLO 50 3 weeks ago, I think for a week. And it was like half and half the first couple of sessions. I really didn't like how I played. I didn't play as well as I could have. And once I got comfortable at PLO 50, which took that long, took like 3 days, 3 sessions, then I got run over by the dealer. Like, I'm always happy to seek the blame with myself, first and foremost. Like, nobody's completely honest to themselves. I'm not claiming I'm a saint in that regard, so I'm assuming I am, at least subconsciously, like, nicing up some results there in my head, where I could be more brutally honest and go like, this is your fault, where I end up seeing it slightly different. That's normal, everybody does that. Long babbling, no point. What I mean is, I ran bad. It's the short version of that. So the first shot at PLO 50 didn't work out. And the next one hopefully comes up fairly soon. I'm gonna go for the raise fold here. Yeah, sorry, that was like, I was rambling on there for a moment. Which features on this channel sometimes. Right, gonna find some PLO 20 tables on microgaming then. Well, they all suck. Jesus. So here we... a nice board. Now I'm getting more and more interested in it. Now there are currently plenty of PLO 20 tables on microgaming, but almost all of them really suck. So I found one, this one over here, where I have one green tag. I remember this guy. I think the other tables I have to substitute with PLO 10, because there's... oh, damn it, this table's breaking as well. Because there really isn't any point on me for me to play on tables where there are no spots on the table. Damn it. That all blows. So we have nothing in the nut flush draw. Some future blockers. No, oh, no, I tell a lie, we had a pair. Rate of Steelers. Hit the blocker to the low straight, blocker to the nut straight. Fine. Okay, found one more PLO 20 table on micro. It's time to update the stream title. I was hoping it would remain a run at one stream only. But at the same time, I'm very relieved to have seen that there were so many run at once tables running today. Like 40 entries at PLO 20. A lot of people came back for a new patch. Love seeing that. Again, I said once more, if somebody here is new to the channel, hasn't been around earlier, if you're playing, or if you can play on... wow, hang on. Well, get 3 bets, somebody calls. Yeah, if you can play on Run at Once, check it out coming next Wednesday for a week, until the Wednesday, 2 weeks. There are going to be huge promotions on Run at Once, and I would, if I wasn't fishing at that time, I would definitely play as much as I could. There's an insane amount of value there. It's an insanely bad flop for us. The ace of hearts here is not be that great. A heads up, I still put it in at this SPR, probably. But against two people, I don't think that's the way. Haley, you guys keep checking now. But there is a chance. There is a chance. Really? Are we taking this one down? No, it can't be. Nah, no, okay. What the other guy have then? Name Landon. Landon had a... Wow, we like Landon. Landon had a 6-4-4 deuce. Well, it's double suited. Of course it's double suited. That makes it a playable hand right there. Peter Anton games dying on micro, yeah. Also, the tables are not really great right now. Also, games dying on run at once. Well, it is late. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Tallow, thank you very much for being here. Man, appreciate your input from earlier. Go crush some live cash games or tournaments, whatever you're up to tonight. And yeah, maybe I'll be at PLO 50 very soon. See. Thanks for everything, man. Hope you have a very, very pleasant day and that the Vegas heat is not too bad. But the dry heat. The sentence that always amuses. Even more so when I'm not in Vegas. Up a top pair here. Can't do anything about it, having no spades. So we're sitting on 4 tables once more. Only table 4 down here is a PLO 10 table. The other one's a PLO 20. Okay, I guess if the limp marathon here. Limp along. Could also raise it. Horrible. Yeah, you're right, Peter. The game. Well, they're not exactly dying. There are tables open, but they just suck. More or less. Found one, I can switch that one out. I found another PLO 20 table, I can switch the PLO 10 table out then. Right, so for example, like all the green tags are like high VP player that are not very aggressive. The yellow tags are... Sorry, here I mean. Yellow tags are either tight aggressive, even loose aggressive players, but players that sort of know what they're doing or know it very well. There's like no differentiation there. Kippery, wow, that was a long ass stream for you today, Kippery. I hope it went well. Thank you very much for the raid or for the host, man. If you guys don't know Kippery, then you definitely should. He is a long-time small stakes player, and much more importantly, is for many years now has been a coach for PokerStrategy.com. Has produced, from what he told me, hundreds and hundreds of videos, hundreds and hundreds of articles. Actually, I don't know if it's hundreds and hundreds of articles. I only heard him say hundreds and hundreds of videos. And he has his own channel, of course, where you can learn a lot. So do check him out. It has a nice place. Also, he's Finnish, and you will be hard-pressed to find people more entertaining than the Finns. Except one thing more entertaining is turning the nuts here, having got the flop. Wow, well, let's do it your way then. Ooh, you're in rough shape. Straight flush for the win. I think that'll work for us. Well, cool. How was it for you? quite good, thanks for asking. Probably took your money. Sincerely, I hope not. I am fine never taking any of your money. But since I didn't know where you were on the table, so I couldn't avoid you. I'm not, for the record, guys who don't know the channel, I'm not talking about soft playing or anything. It's just that I think Kipri is better than I am by a large margin. I truly believe that, and so I don't play. I prefer not to play against him. Once he's at the table, we battle. No doubt about it. Here I could have slow played the nuts, I think. And again, this dude just called us and was very happy calling off Joker hands. Wow, well then let's do it your way. Okay, yes, full house outs. Now we have... Well, I think that went pretty well. Okay then. On this table as well, this guy, so it doesn't shy away from calling large bets with marginal hands, or at least not, crème de la crème. Wow. So currently, we're doing on run and ones. We're definitely down for the day on run and ones. Yeah, on run and ones we're down 54 bucks. So almost 3 binds, but on microgaming we're up 102 plus rakeback, so we're up 110. I would say. So we're up 3 binds in total for the day. I'll take it. So everybody checks here. Okay, this guy is call happy post, but still, this is not the approved way of playing this spot. I'm almost 100% positive. Kind of feel there's a decent chance to get it heads up. Please check, please check, please check, please check. Nah, no joy. Kind of sweat for a moment. Not bad. We have a gutter, we have flush draw, we have pair. Are you shitting me? Today or in total? Very nice. They're either winning $85 just by watching Kipri stream. Yeah, that's another thing I should have mentioned. Yeah, Kipri has a casino, like a giveaways, like a jackpot on his stream. And you can win real money just by watching him. How cool is that? Yeah, but gimmicks aside, really, he has an awesome channel. Well worth to follow that gentleman. Starts an hour. Ugh. Yeah, that blows Kipri. That blows. If you want to start it again, you know, I might consider calling it a night. That I could host you. Bring all these fine people and have them experience, if they want, the crazy Kippery and the crazy action in Castle Kippery firsthand. Gonna call closing the action. Flop a gutter and a second nut flush draw. Not nothing. C-bet happy to do this. The only interesting player on table 1 left here, so we'll... Oh, okay. Mind we got quit. He actually bets pot there, and I find it suspicious. All him here once. Now if he pots it again, of course we are gone. Paired board. Definitely take note if that doesn't slow him down. Half. Oh, well, yeah, a little more. For run it once, I can actually... Oh, enough for run it once. For the other one, for micro, I can actually show you my graph since last month. Quite sexy. Dare say so myself. Yes, it's last month on Run It Once. We are like you have to subtract like 25% due to the way hands are being tracked here. So yeah, when I say my win rate has been, my true win rate has been 11.5 big blinds, then you know subtract like 0.5 of that, so 8 point whatever. And my EV adjusted win rate would be 20 big blinds, which is just crazy. Actual graph is quite hilarious. Seeing how massively I'm still running on the EV here. Still not quite 20 binds on the EV anymore. It's getting better. Yeah, I thought that's... Oh, sorry. I have to put it in this view. I think it's quite sexy. And what I'm proud of is that my red line is not going straight down anymore. Like starts to stabilize. I had downswing here, but it started to stabilize again. But I'm very, very proud of the stretch. Like a personal best of mine. Never had a nicer looking red line. However, when it comes to play to my play right now, I don't think I'm playing my A game currently. Best. For example, King 10-6-4 in the cutoff not being... Let's check it out if it was perfectly suited, if that's the raise in the cutoff. I know it is on the button. Cutoff, I kind of doubt it. Actually, it might be... I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, it would be in the cutoff. Actually, it would be... Even that hand would be a raise call, even. Oh, there's some... double suited king high hands that are really, really surprising to me. I have a pair, straight blocker, straight draw blocker, and a nut flush draw. It's not a bad start. Just keep the pot small here. Giving us a gutter. Right? No, it doesn't. Mine see it is getting late. Two pair, let's see, maybe they're good for anything. Something rather. So let's take one off. That's much easier debating now. But he, from what I've seen, he doesn't see bet a lot of turns. Indica. Garfield the cat making an appearance. Sure, we could go for the bluff, trying to get a higher straight out, but we're still good, amazingly. What the hell did he have? Jack, Queen, Queen, 4. Starting to do a blocker play, but have the heart and commitment. The heart rolled off, which I understand. I think I would have had any of those. It tracks about half of the hands, yeah, but I had, to my surprise, like over a month or so, I checked out how many hands I played in the poker tracker, which was like 40-ish thousand hands or something. And then I asked support how many hands I played in actuality, and it was not much more. It was like 25% more or so. I would have expected a larger gap there as well. Yeah, beats me. Why? It's not like I was playing, you know, with a huge VPIP, with a 50% VPIP. That would explain that. I don't know. That still is nice. I agree completely, Capri. That's huge. I mean, that's huge. Oh, we have the double gutter. Ooh. 20 cents. Now if he bombs it now, we're in the pickle. Warte, ich mach Platz. Room. Offer to get to his basket there. Or look outside. Mine too, Garfield. We took this one down, right? Yeah, what did he have? He had a low straight. Sorry, I can show you here. Turn to straight. Like 20 cents. Interesting. But I've seen it both ways. People doing that with the nuts. People doing that with a nothing or blockers or a low straight. Why it didn't come over the top. At the end. People are right. Pets really are good for the soul. It's me good. Seeing him out there in his basket. Hanging out. Right. Wow, wow! And really an interesting PLO 20 table is opening. So let's ditch this PLO 10 table in a moment. Play some, if I can actually play some decent poker still. If not, we'll just end the stream. There's no reason to force it. Especially since I'm very happy right now to be in profit after all for the day. Which we were for the entire day until I took a nasty hit there, losing 5 binds within 10-15. Ah, okay, there's an insect in the room, so that's that with hanging out in the basket. Paste. Here the board pairs. Also brings in a spade draw. Right, it takes all the blinds, yeah, and I think that's the yeah, right. When my VPIP is, yeah, good point. A tiny chance we are good, but tiny. Actually, 3 entries at PLO 1000 on run at once. Cool is that? I don't think so. I do think so here, however. And we have top suited aces in the form of ace, king 7, diamonds and spades. Nice looking hand. Ah, fair enough, Kipri. Fair enough. That makes a lot of sense. Size up here a little bit. Blocking straight draws at all. That's an excellent card. At least almost always. Got more aces over here, by the way. No, I shall be very disappointed if he comes over the top, but it can't be helped. Here we flop excellent. That's up. Don't change bet sizing too at all. For fun one. Not gonna fold. What size you say, huh? It's not even a club where I could start bluffing now. It's yet another straight. We block one straight. Oh, sorry. Really love if he didn't bet. End up calling. This is getting a decent price. It's not too expensive, and I would like to see what he's doing this with in situations like this. We had a similar spot earlier where I needed to fold. That. Could have been today in a decent shape. 3 ways, almost 350 BB pot. Ooh. Okay, let me see. Oh yeah. That is decent shape for real. How did that work out for you? Find it. Well. Yeah, I was the one. Yeah, I was in that hand. I was the guy with the 7s, by the way. Yeah, before, like, we were 4 ways until that point. But he folded for that moment, I think. Who won this one? The aces took it down, right? Didn't even notice that you were in such a great shape. I didn't pay too much attention to the hand of the third party involved. Yep, I was the guy with the 7s. The only reason I was in that hand, from that point onwards, from the flop onwards, was that I thought the other guy was the pre-flop raiser. That guy that had folded. Right, the guy with the aces led. He was first position. There's a 4th guy in the hand that folded. I thought that was the pre-flop raiser, so I thought he's the most likely to have aces there. Right. Not sure if he was the pre-flop raiser. He actually might have been the folder. The other guy played his aces slow. Possible. might be that a new table is breaking once. But that one blows. Only yellow tags. One green tag is sitting out. I don't think so. Let's do it. Okay, flopped it. What did the other guy have? Oh, we won't know. I can't see if I wasn't involved in the hand. I don't get the complete hand history there. It's the min raise. I treat it as a limp. Hoping against hope I can get him out right away. Because after that I'm pretty much done with this hand. On the other hand, if I get raised or called and have to fold later on, I'm not losing any equity because I barely have any. Yeah, of course you lost it, yeah. Why would you post it otherwise? Yeah, duh. Good point. Sorry, didn't mean to pour salt into the wound. No one like me. I'm still not jaded in that regard. I still enjoy is probably the wrong word. But yeah, I don't mind hearing bad beat stories. Oh. And no one ever tells good ones. That's probably true more often than not. Oh, more action down here. In race pot, I really doubt any of these guys coming over the top now. There's value here. It's okay-ish. Not a great multi-bay hand, but still 20 cents more. You could flop like this, which might or might not be good, we'll see. Off by checking. Now, provided it gets checked through, quite sure what my approach on the turn. If I lead, if I donk, whatever the correct word is there. I think I shall. You would no. I would have been had I known that you were the opener. As I said, I thought the guy that was the fourth guy that I remember being in there. I thought he was the initial opener. I was a little bit worried you might have eights, but since I had an eight myself, I figured, that helps. Had I known you were the opener and you raised the pot, of course I would have been worried. And I honestly couldn't tell you what I would have done if I would have folded. There's a decent chance I would have. I didn't have a spade either. For poker stream, I think. You pick up a hand. Sure, Erle is gonna be in the pot once more. Like any 4 cards he's been dealt, he's getting dealt. So, yeah, besides the obvious flush, we have a top pair. Not. Not that much. 2 out of 12 times. What I've seen is been as leading frequency. New source of worry here. Board pairing might actually slow him down. Good, please be good. Nope. The nuts. The nuts. Been a pretty good day. That's a good. That's an excellent point here. Good point. Okay, I'm taking note on this guy and this other guy. Presser there. So here I'm actually gonna call if 2 pair, if the overpair is great, but I so coolly. So convinced peacock. Fair enough. I so coolly somewhere on this table or what? Blocking all my outs, that's kind of a pity here. This guy is can be pretty crazy. Might tell some what type of person he is. Oh, this guy here down here, yeah. Yeah, this one I'm letting go. And Didi, good night. Thank you for hanging out for this long, Didi. Yeah, thanks, thanks, Kippery. I'll take that on board. Turn a gutter here. Would be to the nuts. Provided the 10 is not of spades, and provided we get to see the turn at the river at all. And a doubt. See anything else going on? I guess we can watch the conclusion here. But the first pike in your life, really? Was it a good one, I hope? Nice, Caprina. Happy to hear it. And Promeliad in the channel. Nice to see you here, Promeliad. Oh, the Tossy guys are here today. Or were here today. Thanks for tuning in, Promeliad. Now, start to check here. Now we definitely bet. Because I would check the nut straights here, broadways without any hearts. Certainly check them behind on the flop a lot. With the equity, with the betting to the turn. That'll work for me. Yeah, I have plenty of bluffs here as well that would do this, so pot here I think is okay. Nice hand down here. King, queen, queen 10, double suited. mad if I get re-raised. Yep, that's a good one. Good enough at least. Not a great one, but it's good enough. Still gonna bet. Can raise on the ace a lot here. Or the ace 9, the ace 6 raise. But at a reasonable frequency, I think they would not, especially if they don't have straight blocking and or flush blocking cards alongside their two pair. Nope. Right, since a few new viewers joined the channel, some sort of public announcement, I guess, public service announcement. If you can play on Run-It-Ones, you should definitely consider playing from next Wednesday to the Wednesday the week after that. Because celebrating the launch of their new patch, Run-It-Ones will have a week-long promotion with different promotions every day. 2 days you get 101% rake back. So they're paying you to play. And I don't mind giving them a shout out, the site has been very good to me. I'll be on vacation, so you won't have to deal with me on the tables. Can't take any money from me. Oh. Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. I'll be on a fishing trip. It's the highlight of my year, and I still am a little bit sad that it's happening at that exact date. The first and only week that I took vacation so far. This started streaming in the beginning of February, playing on the stream. But yeah, be told, huge promotion. Check it out on their Twitter or check it out on their Discord, the Run-It-Ones Poker Discord server. There you'll find all the information. And Godspeed to you. I mean, way to play. Fingers crossed for you. Least I can do since I can't play. Yeah, I'm not tired, but I'm definitely not playing my A game anymore, I think. Quite sure I want to call it a night. Stream has been going on for 3.5 hours. My earlier. Like, I had some marathon sessions in the past, but I feel with the streaming, my brain kind of shifts down a gear or up, whichever is the slow one, after like 8-9 hours. Okay, I've streamed as long as I usually do. I stream for 7 hours so far. We get raised here. We're not gonna, especially this tight guy, we're not gonna come over the top off. The board will slow him down immensely. Here, having 3-bet, I really like this board. We're deep against this guy. We are indeed not out of position, betting 3/4, sort of my standard approach. Making 2 pair. Sure, he could have a straight. There are 2 straights out there, but actually more, there are 3. With the nut for sure, the 2 pair, this SPR, we're just getting the money in. Oh no, not only did he have the straight, which is okay, I guess I can't argue with that. Much more unfortunately, he had 2 of our outs, 2 outs covered. I highly suspect a check by me wouldn't have changed much. No. So I would have checked, he would have bet, and I couldn't have folded. Yeah, same difference. Up here we might get some money back, let's hope. Up in the top set. Also, oh, he bets pot, I like that. Bit in a man. Top set. Also have a spade and this, so a flush and a straight blocker. Or I could lose another buy-in. Okay. Nope. Yeah. I think I'll call it a night in a few moments. Find somebody fun to host. Happy dude. Happy dude. You're sure there's kings out there, there's aces out there, there's ace king out there. I'll take it to the chin if that's the case. Nope. Yeah, the ace is up here. I don't know. You would have to ask them. They're very forthcoming in their emails, very helpful as well. So, sure you'll get an answer. Not sure if it's the one that you want, but interesting that Streamlabs doesn't. I'll also get some Streamlabs merchandising, by the way, as well. Just because people might not want to pay the price that prices that Bad Beat Clothing is asking for, which are not that cheap. But again, I've been told that they have excellent quality. I'll soon be in a position to judge it myself. What's happening here? I'm calling here. Sure, let's play loosey-goosey. Get a sandwich. Okay. Not horrible. Also, this guy is slightly nutty, only min-raised. Always weird to me. Last orbit on all tables. I think I'll find somebody fun to host in case you want to stick around, watch some more poker. So, over the results in the end. Oh, okay then. It is not the nuts, but we have a set on top. Like that. You got. Yes, come on, set us up. Oh, Darth Vader impression. That hurt. I don't know what this gesture means. On a feel basis, on an emotional basis, it seems to express my feelings right now. Good for you. Good. Oh, that blue. Yeah, we can host the Poker Matrix. Right. Right, last hand up here. I'm not gonna play it, not gonna go crazy. Ask a little bit much. Sad face. Just like 2 binds here. We're still having a semi-profitable day. We're not down, at least for the day. Nice jacks out there, sure. So we'll find it out in a moment, yep. I'll let it go at this point. Okay. Last hand down here, not a playable one either. We get aces on another table. Do we get some money back? Maybe we'll do some more, never know. And Looking at another full orbit up here. Enough. Against Mr. Bicos Dicos. Followed by Kipari. Sukuli. How can the short stack just call? That'll be forever a mystery to me. In this board. Have some backdoors as well. Could make a backdoor straight flush draw. The backdoor quads. Now what, I'm actually going to bet small here so this guy can come over the top. And I can reopen the action. How can you just call? You're a mystery to me, Jerka. What the deuce? Work that one out. Okay, that makes sense. Splendidly. Oh well. Certainly had some nice runs on stream as well today. Ain't gonna complain. And with that, we are just a hair above breaking even. Better part of a buy-in. But we're up. Meh. Win some. There's certainly some nasty spots here in the end, so. Last hand down here. However, more hands up here. Oh, yeah, it's 7-5. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that was he had a horrible hand against us there. Righty, that's that. Check out the graph. For micro, we do have one. You still can't complain. We have a win rate of 72 big blinds. EV adjusted 53. This Kipri says like half that, like 50% away. Still doing fine. So with Rakeback we're up 50-60 bucks here. We're down 45 on run at once, I think. Final tally. Should have run at once open. Yeah, 55 on run at once. Here we're up 60, tad more than 60. One something like that. It's okay. A little bit above breaking even. For the month on micro, things are looking pretty nice as well. Running over a V4 chain. How nice is that? Alrighty, so we'll host a Poker Matrix. Thank you everybody for watching. If you're new to the channel, if you want to be informed when I come online, by all means follow the channel. That way you'll get an email or see me on Twitch that I'm online. See on Twitch that I'm online. Also helps me out. If that's not your thing, that's cool as well. I'm not much of a follower myself, following other people, except now with the streaming. So, but anyway, long story short, that's cool as well. Then just check the schedule if you like the channel. I'm here every day. I stream 6 days a week, usually for 8 hours or more. And this is where I have the credits rolling. Right. So thanks for the follows. Thalo, I know you're not here anymore, but still, need to say thank you very much for the resub. Also Frenchie, I think resub today. And it's been a pleasure. Appreciate you keeping me company here. And I'll be back tomorrow at 3 o'clock Central European Summer Time, German time. That's it. Let's head over to Poker Matrix Plays. Maybe plays PLO. Might be the case. Venturing out to this, starting out playing PLO. That's it. That's all comes to mind that I can possibly bore you with. Cheers, guys. Have a nice evening, night, morning, day, whatever the time zone for you might be. Hope you have a pleasant time, whatever you do.